Today's video I want to discuss about one thing that a lot of people struggle with, and this is confidence, self-esteem, and comparing themselves constantly with other people or just listening to other people's opinions. I think this is one of the main things that stop us from achieving our goals, our dream life that we want. And I want to share with you my personal experience, how I managed to overcome these things and how I managed to become a better person and a more empowered person. Before diving deep into this topic, I want to actually give you a little bit of a background of how I was and how I managed to change myself. So for the better part of my young years, when I was in childhood, someone from my family was always constantly telling me, oh, that person is better, oh, she did it better, oh, you should do it like that. So this kind of started to develop in myself an awareness that I have to compare myself with others, or that I have to be a certain level when it comes to life, when it comes to things I wanted to do. Later on, when I started elementary school, when I started to have colleagues around me and I started to take tests, I was always very competitive. I was always a perfectionist. I always tried to be the best. I was always comparing my marks with other people. I was always trying to get the first prize, and this went for a lot of time, but it was always a wound, I would say, that was deepening in me, because I was never feeling enough. I was never feeling satisfied. I was always feeling like I'm not good enough. I was always feeling that no, I should do more, or I should be better. I should do something in order to get people's attention, in order to feel worthy of everything that I want to receive. And this was like a circle that I was in and was constantly going in my life, until at some point when I discovered personal development and I started to do the work on myself. When you start your life with this kind of negative beliefs, with this kind of negative self-image about yourself, that you're not good enough, you can imagine that it's not so easy to achieve everything that you want, because on the other side of things, I was always very ambitious to, I don't know, be successful. This is something that I've always wanted, to have successful businesses, to impact the world in a way, to leave something behind me that can help people. I always wanted to have a fabulous life, to live somewhere else other than my country, to experience other cultures and to have amazing relationships. But when you want this, and on the other hand you have this belief, I'm not good enough for all of this, there is like something that is not working. And I had to look very, very hard at all my beliefs about myself and to see how I could change them. I think the most important thing for me was firsthand to understand that we create our entire reality, our entire universe, our entire life based on what we feel, based on what we think, based on what we say. They are all connected together. And when I understood this completely, I started to give, as I said, a hard look of in my life, and I started to understand, okay, I have to change all those things. I have to create a new me in order to have this reality that I wanted, because my old self, the one that was always with low self-esteem, with low confidence, the one, my past self that was always feeling not good enough, could not possibly have the life with everything that she wanted. There are many things that you can do to increase your confidence, to increase your self-esteem, and I will share with you a few things that I did over the years. But I want to give you a disclaimer. This is probably work that you will have to do for a lot of time, maybe for your whole lifetime, because when you think that you ditched one layer of your old self, there's a new one, a deeper one that somehow appears. But that's okay. It's somehow evolution to everything. This is something that you do, but do it with joy, do it for yourself. And by the way, you don't have to be perfect, you don't have to be completely healed to have that life of your dreams that you want. You just have to accept yourself the way you are, to love everything and to forgive. And you feel that you're falling back to your old patterns, and happens to me as well, don't worry, happens to everybody, even to the most successful people. I just pause. I just say, okay, I see myself doing this. It's okay. I don't want to go there. I just want to go on on this other road to all my dreams, to all my goals that I want to achieve. And I forgive myself. It's okay. I love myself. It's a process. It's normal. And things are always getting better than I can imagine. This is a belief that I always try to entertain. Another thing that you can do that can actually help you to get rid of your past somehow is to forgive and to understand, to be empathic to all the people that have maybe caused you this kind of beliefs in you. For example, for me it was a very close person, and to be honest, I don't blame that person, because that's how that person was raised. That's the knowledge she or he had at that time. So it's natural, normal. It's my choice what I want to do with my life. It's my choice if I want to take all those beliefs that were installed in me, that I absorbed when I was a kid. It's my choice if I want to have them or to continue with some new beliefs that I can create for myself. When you want to improve your self-confidence, one of the most important things is to first take a better care of your body, because this is the place you're living in, and this is how you experience this external world, through your body. So it's important to make it function 1000% in the best way possible. This was actually a step in my personal journey that helped me increase my self-confidence so much, and it started to create a different image of myself in my head. The moment I started my fitness journey, the moment I started to give my body the best food, the moment I started to give my body the best supplements, the moment I started to work out, not because I was feeling horrible about some parts of my body, but because I wanted to feel healthy, because I wanted to feel strong. The moment I started to take better care of my hair, of my makeup, of my skin routine, of my nails, like everything all together. This is still a game that I like to do. I always try to find things or rituals that I like, that feels good to my body, because this is a form of self-love that I give to myself. This is actually a homework that I want to give to you. Find 3 things that you can do that will show your body how much you love it, whether it's through nutrition, whether it's through fitness, whether it's through personal care. Find those small rituals that you can do every day, and you will see a significant difference in no time. Another thing that I did to increase my self-confidence was to change the people around me, the people that I was spending most of my time with. And I said this before and I'm gonna say it again, you are the sum of the 5 people you surround yourself the most. And this applies to everything, because for example, in the past I used to spend a lot of time with people that were negative, that were always looking for the negative situation, that never saw like an escape from this negative situation. People who were constantly complaining about everything. Oh, why is the government like this? Why is the country like this? Everybody around us is shit. Everybody is in a way or in another. Imagine spending 8 hours a day with this kind of people. You're not gonna have a better image about yourself or about the world. And the moment I started to surround myself with positive people, people who were solution oriented, people who were always trying to see the opportunity or the good part in maybe a negative situation, that was the moment that I started to actually think differently about myself as well, because I started to learn a different behavior. I started myself to see that life is not so doomed and black as it is portrayed, that can be opportunities around me, that I can find blessings disguised every time, and this is something that also increases your confidence. It's so important to develop a good relationship with yourself, to love yourself and to have confidence in yourself, because based on this depends a lot of things in your life. Based on how confident you are, you will attract an amazing partner, based on how confident or how self-worth you are, you will attract an amazing job, or you will earn a different amount of money. Based on this, you will treat your body in a way or in another. Based on this, you will have amazing relationship or not so amazing relationship. I'm telling you, the moment you start to increase your confidence, everything in your life starts to increase. I am certainly telling you about also comparison with other people. It doesn't matter where people are, if they are maybe further than you at some point, or if they are on the same path with you. Everybody has their own path, everybody has their own journey. Maybe somebody's further than you at this point, but in a couple of years they will be behind you, and this is something that I have experienced and I did not believe it at first. It's now worth comparing because everybody is unique in their own way, everybody has their talents, everybody has their own set of skills, and with this unique self you can give to the world and to everybody around you a unique version of yourself. To sum up everything from my own experience, I went to being the bullied person in school, the nerdy person who was constantly attacked somehow verbally by people around me because I was in a way or in a certain way, to being always the person who was talked behind her back, to now having amazing relationships, to now having an amazing partner, to now having amazing health, to now having amazing opportunities around me, because I did this work and I changed myself. And with every step and evolution in my self-confidence, my life was improving in a way or in another. I simply stopped being the person who was constantly asking, why me? Why me? Why is it always happening to me? I was constantly in the victim state, and I started being the person who was going for her dreams, going for what I wanted, stopped comparing myself with others. Still happens, don't worry, but I catch myself in that moment and I change the story in my head. I don't want to compare myself with others. I want to collaborate with others, to use their unique talents as well, and to create something better. I am focused on opportunities, I am focused on solutions. I know that if something happens to me, I attracted that thing into my life in a way or another, by my frequency that I had, by the feelings that I had, or by the thoughts that I had. Thank you so much for being here on my channel. If you're new, welcome, and I hope you will find valuable lessons, real moments. I will share with you how to live your most amazing life ever. And I want to leave you with this in the end. Focus on solutions, don't focus on being the victim. Understand that everything in your life happens because you attracted this into your life, and be focused on being an overall better person, and increase your confidence day by day with daily steps and daily actions that you can do. And if you're stuck or if you feel that you need some help, I highly recommend you to check the link in my description about the Manifesting Queen Challenge, because I'm sure you will find an amazing value and amazing opportunity there to be in a positive community. And I wish you an amazing day. See you next time for the next video, and have an amazing 2021.